Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hoagie's Heroes. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Zach.
He's Zach right there. Got a haircut. Doo, 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 doo. He also got a new job.
I did.
Anyways, we got a lot of feedback on our cannoli episode. And a lot of people were saying that while it was the most entertaining and educational piece of content that they'd ever seen in their entire lives, and Lyncourt Bakery even called us, and they were going to make us the person of the year because they sold so many cannolis from that episode.
Yes. We now both own shares in Lyncourt Bakery.
But there were other bakeries. So there was one bakery in particular that a lot of people did comment on when we went on Instagram. But we just, remember we said we weren't going to go to Utica yet. We had to save our money. Although I got my stimulus check today, so we can go now.
Me too.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're stimming.
And so a lot of people said you need to try that bakery. We were going to wait. And then other people commented on the video that I posted, and they said, yes, you are accurate. Lyncourt is probably the best of those three. They said that Nino's is really way up there, and you should really have included them. So we decided to take our money and fly out to Utica. It was a long flight, and you know, honestly, the way airlines are running these days, I mean, even when you're on a long flight, and we were in first class, but you still don't get a meal. So, I mean, 12 hours in the air with no meal.
A lot of peanuts.
Yeah, it was not fun. Then wearing a mask the whole time. When we got to Utica, we had to fill out the form, like, where have you been? We had to quarantine in Utica for 2 weeks. We had to get a test while we were there before we left. When we flew back to Syracuse, another 12-hour flight. We had to take another test when we got here, and it was a lot.
And when you fly into Utica, they hang a necklace of dry rigatoni around your neck, which I think is really nice.
For sure. Yeah. So because of everyone's feedback, we decided that we couldn't just leave it at Lyncourt. I mean, I won't tell you how many times I've been to Lyncourt Bakery in between the time that we recorded the episode and today, but it's been more than 20. And my wife doesn't eat anything from there, so I'll let you guess what I've been ordering. But we knew that we couldn't just leave it at Lyncourt, so we decided we're going to go to Cafe CaNole, we're going to go to Nino's, we're going to get theirs, we're going to try them. We're going to take the winner of tonight, and then we're going to do another follow-up episode and pit them against Lyncourt.
A little cannoli March Madness, as it were.
Right.
Whoa.
So let's get into it and see Cafe CaNole, Nino's Bakery, who has the best cannoli.
Awesome.
All right, Zach, well, let's dig into it. We've got Cafe CaNole right here. We have Nino's Bakery right here. Let's take a bite and see what we think. I'm going to start with Cafe CaNole.
So am I.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's the best filling we've had so far. It's got a really deep flavor.
Yeah.
There's something else in there.
I know. I like that
It's
very little chocolate chips in it.
Yep.
The pitzel's good.
Yep.
It's a little crunchy. It could be a little crunchier, but it's good.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough to beat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can say that's better than both Harrison and Biscotti. And only because I can't fully remember Lyncourt, that's pretty close.
Very close to Lyncourt.
Now let's try Nino's. So Nino's, Lodi Street, piping looks great. Pitzel looks way crunchy.
That's very aesthetically pleasing, this cannoli.
Let's try it. Cheers. That's a great crunch.
I like the different shape of it. It lets there be a lot of filling in there. A little bit, just a slight bit grittier on the filling, which we talked about last episode. But
all right, Zach, well, what do you think? Let's go with Nino's first. Score of 1 to 10.
Nino's, right off the bat, I'm going to give a 8.2. Good cannoli, good outside. Filling's a little bit grittier, so it doesn't get on the upper 8s, but I liked the, as you say, pitzel on the outside.
Nino's, for me, it's good and creamy. It's filled all the way. It's not heavy on the chocolate chips. I like that it's crunchy on the pitzel.
Yep.
But I think it's too crunchy.
Yeah.
And that kind of gets in the way. It's just not as sweet. It's still a great cannoli.
Right.
But I would definitely go to Lyncourt before I went to
I'm right there with you.
Nino's. I'm going to give it a 7.8. All right, Zach, what do you think of Cafe CaNole out of Utica, 1 to 10?
I think Cafe CaNole jumps into the lead by just a little bit for me.
Really?
Of all the cannolis we've had. The filling is the best so far.
Yeah.
I think the pizzelle goes just underneath Lyncourt Bakeries by a little bit, but the filling stands on its own enough that I think I'm going to give it an 8.9.
Wow.
Which is, if I remember correctly, 0.1 higher than Lyncourt Bakery.
Yeah. I like Cafe CaNole a lot. Mm-hmm. It has that same sweetness that Lyncourt does.
Yep.
It has a great texture, filled all the way through. Not a lot of chocolate chips in there. Pizzelle, I would say it could be like 2% crunchier.
Yeah.
But it's still great. But I'm going to give this an 8.4.
That's a solid score.
It's a great cannoli.
Great cannoli.
I still think only because I had Lyncourt first that I would give Lyncourt, like if somebody just said which one do you like better or where can I get the best one, I would say Lyncourt.
Especially in Syracuse. We can say officially in Syracuse that.
And if you don't want to fly 12 hours just to get a freaking cannoli, which is ridiculous with COVID-19. I mean, the fact that we did it for this show
shows how much we love you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Mom, you think I don't do anything, but I flew 24 hours round trip to get a cannoli for my show that my friends can watch.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
And by the way, we're sponsored by Buried Acorn Brewery. You know? I mean, come on. Sorry. I'm sorry. I mean to do that. All right, so the clear winner in today's episode is Cafe CaNole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you know what this means, don't you?
We never have to eat a cannoli again.
It means that we have to pit Lyncourt versus Cafe CaNole.
We can do that.
We're going to do it in a future episode. So get ready, because it's coming to you. All right, well, thanks so much for checking out the hit show Hoagie's Heroes. That's Zach. I'm Anthony. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're on Instagram, well, thanks for following us, because that's the only way they can really freaking see it.
Yeah.
But also, make sure you go to our website at eatlocalnystate.com. We're going to be putting the blogs out, recapping each episode and who has the best of the whatever that we've tried. Mm-hmm. And you also buy your Eat Local New York card there, which saves you $5 off when you spend $25 more at over 150 locally owned restaurants all around New York State. And I think that's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye. I fucking get